Good morning. It's Anand here from Osho, Ireland. I'm actually out and about, so today's live video is whilst I'm on the move. And today I'm sharing the 64th meditation from the Osho Book of Secrets. And for me, this is a bit of a fun one. The instructions are, at the start of sneezing, during fright, in anxiety, above a chasm, flying in battle, in extreme curiosity, at the beginning of hunger, at the end of hunger, be uninterruptedly aware. So what does this mean? So I'm just going to start with the sneezing technique. I was saying to my partner who's holding the camera right now that he should have heard me sneeze 5 times, and he didn't. So I'm going to read with what Osho shares about this witnessing, being alert at the beginning of when you're about to sneeze. Osho says, it looks so simple at the start of sneezing, during fright, in anxiety, or before hunger or after hunger, be uninterruptedly aware. Many things have to be understood. Very simple acts like sneezing can be used as devices, because however simple they look, they are very complex. And the inner mechanism is a very delicate thing. Whenever you feel that a sneeze is coming, become alert, and the sneeze may not come at all. It may simply disappear. And that's exactly what happened with me. So, just to share with you, when I went to Pune and you're in the meditation hall, if you cough or you sneeze, they will ask you to leave. And this happened to me. And the reason you're asked is you're disturbing your own meditation, but you're also disturbing others. So the only time I was asked to leave, I didn't want that to happen to again. So I became very, very alert to when a cough would arise or when a sneeze would arise, you get the sensation at the back of your nose. And what I discovered by accident was the sneeze would disappear. And it's phenomenal, really. And when I read this technique this week, I was like, I'm playing with this. So this morning, for some reason, there's a lot of pollution or pollen, and I felt the desire to sneeze, and I witnessed it, and I could feel it, and it has to be at the beginning of the sneeze. You know, you get that tickle sensation, and you feel the urge. And if you witness it, be very alert. This is a technique that will help you jump into awareness, into meditation. And this technique, you can use it for anything. For example, if you feel real fear or anxiety, this is a beautiful technique. And I want to read this bit. So today we're not going to be doing a meditation together. I'm going to be sharing these wonderful techniques that you can use at any time. For me, this is a deeply practical meditative technique this week. So he says here that when you feel afraid and fear enters, just when you feel the fear enter, become aware and fear will disappear. With alertness, there can be no fear. How can you be afraid when you are alert? You can be afraid only when you lose alertness. And he goes on to say that when you feel anxious, much anxiety ridden, try it. What is one to do? What do you ordinarily do when anxiety is there? And what I'm going to say here, and these are my own words, is I've observed a lot of people have a lot of anxiety right now. Maybe we've always been anxious, but for me it feels like anxiety is getting even bigger and bigger, especially with coronavirus, especially with what's going on in the world. And we often try to think our way through anxiety, or we use things to numb the anxiety, or from my own experience, I try to avoid it. For example, I have had a terrible fear of driving, and I can use this technique when I'm driving because I'm learning to drive now. And I get very anxious and very panicked. But when I witness it, when I'm alert, when I go, Anand, what's going on? And the anxiety goes, it disappears like the sneeze. You can use this technique for hunger. When you start to feel the hunger arise, if you look and you witness, because Osho reminds us that we are not our hunger. You go, I am hungry, I am starving, I need to eat, I'm this, I'm that. The hunger is not you. You are separate from the hunger. So when you witness and watch the hunger arising within you, if you witness it, the hunger can disappear. The sneezing can disappear. The anxiety can disappear. You can use this for anything. If you want to practice celibacy and you start to feel a sexual feeling coming up, the minute it starts, if you use this technique, the sexual desire can disappear. And you're not repressing, you're using your alertness. And that's what Osho says. When you bring these two things together, consciousness and thoughtlessness, when they meet, meditation happens. Meditation is born. And you can try with very small things because nothing is really small. I just want to close on one final thing. He says, but you can use anything. These are just examples. Flying in battle. How many of us are going to be flying in battle? I don't know about you, but I got this image of, whoa, How many of us are that? Or on a chasm, you're going to be hanging off the cliff going, whoa, am I ready to jump off? That will certainly bring about a lot of alertness, All of these techniques, or you can do simple ones, But he says, you can use anything. These are just examples. This technique can be used in many ways. You can devise your own way, but insist on one thing. If you are trying with hunger, or fear, or sneezing, then go on at least for 3 months with hunger. Then one day you will be disidentified with your body someday. Don't change the device every day, because a deepening is needed with any technique. So if you're going to watch when hunger arises or when hunger ceases, do that. Focus on that for 3 months. Don't focus on all the other stuff. Or if anxiety is your issue, use this technique for anxiety. It's beautiful. Call your name. Anand, what's going on? And that, what are you feeling? And then that brings the alertness. And you don't have to do anything else with your anxiety. You don't have to medicate it or hide it or ignore it or pretend it's all okay. It's just there. Are you witnessing it? So I hope you will have enjoyment with these techniques. If any of you are flying in battle, please let me know. Put a comment in. I'd love to hear your thoughts trying this. The sneezing one is great fun. I really like that. And it's very useful. So have a lovely day. And I'll see you next week for the 65th meditation technique. And have a lovely day. See you then. Bye-bye.